All right, Alex, you ready to go here?
Yep, all good.
Show of hands for questions. Let's start with Eric Scopel from 247 Sports.
Alex, what have the last couple of days been like after obviously a tough loss to Oregon State? You feel like you guys have, coach said after the game, you guys want to use this as fuel. You feel like you guys have done that?
Yeah, definitely. I think, I think we really moved on from that game. You can't let a game like that beat you twice. That's the biggest thing. And, I think the best thing that I saw was, almost immediately after the game on our bus ride, the O-line texted each other. We said, hey, let's just watch this film tomorrow. Let's just get in here together, watch the film, evaluate it. And then so Sunday we can be ready to move on to just focusing on Cal and getting ready for this game. Because that's, the only way to move on is actually go do it and take action about it.
Gary Thompson, Ducks Illustrated.
Yeah, sorry to bring up the game then. I know you're trying to move on, but the crucial series, next to last possession, anything the line could have done differently? Just Oregon State, they just kind of had you beat on that one, or is there things you could have done differently? First two, especially the one up the middle and the one the option play.
Yeah, there's a lot of things you look back on film. You see people trying to say that it's one guy's fault or it's some other guy's fault, but there's things that we all could have done differently. Definitely things that I saw that I could have done differently on that last drive and on every drive. Just whether it be hat placement, like footwork, honestly anything. You just kind of look back, evaluate it, figure out what you got to do differently, and move on.
Ashley Conklin, Register Guard.
Alex, last year, Cal was the only team to hold you guys to under 20 points on the season. Looking at film of this year's team and stuff, what's going to be the keys attacking their defense on Saturday to be successful?
They're really stout up front. They got a great front seven, really tough guys. I think last week against Stanford, the front four guys they played all 70 snaps, and you really don't see that from D linemen that much. Coach Moorhead's got a good game plan going on. Obviously, you got to get it finalized before the game, and we got to just go out there and execute it to the best of our ability.
James Crepia, Oregonian.
Alex, in the film review from this last week, what were some of the takeaways from the line? Because outside of Hughes Murray, there were not a lot of negative plays allowed, and those mostly came in the first half. It was certainly a big adjustment from the week before against UCLA. So what were some of the line's takeaways from last week?
I thought we did a little bit better job of movement up front, of handling movement, because Oregon State, they stunted a lot. They had the fast guys. They got some big guys. They had a real nice mix of interior D linemen. I didn't go much against the outside guys. But, there's always stuff on every single play. There's stuff that, I could have had better hat position on some inside zone plays, I think, some wide zone play. There's just little things here and there, and eventually those things kind of add up. There's just little things, little technical flaws that, we just got to fix. And those little things, they turn into big things in big games like that. So we just gotta clean those up.
Eric Scopel.
So you're kind of in a unique spot where you live with Tyler and Ryan. You guys obviously all want to win really bad and want success really bad. What are the conversations just within your house or your wherever you guys live together? What's that kind of like after a loss like this one?
You just got to hold each other up. You can't let. I think everybody on the offense, everybody on the team is first to point thumbs, not fingers. So they're gonna blame themselves. You can't let people blame themselves. It's on everybody. It's not on one person. I think that's a big thing people don't realize is it's not on one singular person. It just so happens. There's little things here and there that everybody does during the game that you wish you could have some plays back. So I think the biggest thing is just this is all our first time experiences as us three as starters. So us just being there for each other. Just focusing on moving on and playing Cal this week. I think that's the biggest thing.
James Crepia.
Alex, Cal's personnel is a little different from last year, certainly without Weaver in particular, but 8 and 19 were guys who, this offensive line faced, again, different group, but faced last year. What have you seen from those guys in particular, 8 and 19 on film?
Number 8's he's really long. He's a downhill linebacker, a great player. 19's got a lot of speed out the edge. You know, their whole front seven is really talented. Like I said, their interior guys got a lot of power, a lot of twitch to them. So it's going to be a great challenge for us up front, but we're excited for it.
James, you have another one?
Yeah, Alex, I realize this is really nitpicky, but I had a lot of fans chiming in on this more. But so this is the first time I had to ask you on this. It was mainly against UCLA, but people had observed about just the speed of the snaps or how crisp it was. Again, I didn't think it really impacted much by way of the sacks that took place or whatever. But was that something you were focused on correcting more this past week against OSU, and just either the placement or the overall crispness of the snaps?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get it wherever Tyler wants it and whatever speeds he's asking for. So if he tells me it's good, then that's what I'm going for. If he tells me he wants it faster, I try to make it faster. So I just go as he goes. I ask him pretty much. I'm sure he doesn't know it. I ask him after every play. You know, is that good? Is that a good speed? Like, do you want it any faster? How's that? So you know, it's kind of however he wants it is how I'm going to snap it to him.
All we have for you, Alex. Appreciate your time.
Perfect. Thank you.